So the musical is about, it's a retelling of the story of Orpheus and Eurydice, which is an ancient, for those who don't know, should be none of you, but just in case, is an ancient Greek myth about this guy named Orpheus, and his wife Eurydice dies, and so he goes down to the underworld to try to get her back, and Hades says you can have her back, but only if she follows you out of hell and like you don't look around to check to see if she's there. And Orpheus is like, we can do that, we love each other, sometimes. And then he does, and then she dies. Very sad. And like the reason he looks back always changes from story to story. My favorite is that because Eurydice was worried that he doesn't love her or something, and so he looks back to prove his love for her, because like he loved her too much and he used her face, which I think is sweet. In this mute version, it's because so good. He's worried Hades is tricking him. Is also a valid interpretation, but it's like a very good musical, and it originally was just a concept album, and the version you found online was like performed live, and it's very good. It's got this jazzy feel. I know nothing about music. But then they decided to adapt it to Broadway, and so that, as you do when things like get adapted, is they rewrote a lot of music. And at the start I really didn't like it, but it's grown on me. There's a few lines. There's a few parts I absolutely despise with my entire physical being. I'm going to talk about them now. One is when Orpheus is like trying to write a song. He's the general idea is it's a steampunk future. It's a steampunk retelling. I think it's quite cool, and because Persephone and Hades' marriage has fallen apart. Because their marriage has fallen apart, the seasons aren't working anymore. Because Persephone gets to the birth late and leaves early, and so there's no spring and autumn. It's just summer and winter, and everyone's suffering because of it, and we're in like a post-apocalyptic something. And so Orpheus wants to write a song that is meant to bring seasons back into goodness. Bring spring back. They call it fall. I'm not gonna do that. Autumn's better. And so he's working on the song, and he's trying to figure out what's wrong with it. And there's this line, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but he's getting really agitated because he can't figure out what's wrong, and he eventually goes, it's because of the gods, in this really like, oh, right in. It's like hurried and upsetting, and like anger-inducing, and it shows like all the feelings he has about not being how the gods are, and how they operate, and it's really good. And then he follows it up with the gods have forgotten the song of their love, which is, I swear to God, the dumbest fucking line to ever exist in the history of ever. So he's like, and the seasons it's because of the gods, blah blah blah. The gods have forgotten the song of their love, and I hate it with a burning passion. That line is so dumb. It's the world's worst line. And they added it in, and I can't figure out why. We know the gods have forgotten the song of their love. It like takes all the responsibility away from Hades being a dick and Persephone being an alcoholic, because that's another plotline. Into them forgetting the song of their love, which just sounds so. Oh, that is why I'm not doing so. So that's one dumb line. Stupid and silly. I hate it. So the gods have forgotten the song of their love. What the fuck is that even? The okay, we're gonna move on to it. Which I'm going to decide right now is that the general changes to what the song is. So obviously the concept album is just a concept album. We don't have any like proper knowledge of what the plot is. We just have the song, and they added more songs to it when they turned it into a Broadway musical, and they also added like dialogue and stuff. Some of the dialogue's pretty cool, but that's not important. What is important is the fact that I am here with my own idea of what the plot was, and they're just like, no, it's the song of their love. And I'm like, what does this even mean? What is the song of their love? Why, and why have they got... Anyway, so Orpheus is like the son of a muse, and Apollo in... I was about to say in the books. In the mythology, he's the son of a muse and the god Apollo. In... and so he's hanging out as, and he's trying to write this cool new song, and he's really proud of it, and it's meant to bring the seasons back into tune. And in the musical, they decide to kind of change it to the God's love song, and it's like a song they've already written. It's the song of their love that they've forgotten. Which, alright, okay. Gods have never gonna get over that line. Which I think it just kind of takes away from Orpheus's thing that he didn't write the song. It's just the God's song. He's been gifted it revisions or whatever the fuck. Like, oh, poor kid. Not even his song. Anyway. I do like the things they added with Eurydice. There's this very cute song they added when they first meet, and Orpheus is like, marry me, and she's like, who are you? Like, man, he's gonna marry you. It's really good. That's cute. Then there's this bit, some of the Persephone stuff they changed, which I like. She became character, I guess, for her own song, and it just didn't really fit because yeah, that's the reason But, oh, one of the changes I'm still not sure how I feel about is how, in the song Doubt comes in, which is when they're leaving the underworld, they're having a good time leaving the underworld, and, Orpheus is starting to doubt whether he actually is bringing Eurydice home with him, whether Eurydice is actually fooling around. So it's all about his doubts, and the song in the concept album, the first one, ends with Mr. Gasp, and it's like a very effective, like it's Eurydice gasping, and it's a very effective way of telling us, oh shit, he's turned around and now she's dead. But in the musical, they changed it to a little really cute singing bit where it's like, oh, Eurydice, where they sing each other's names, and then him going, it's you, me, I can't sing, and then she dies, which I think is cuter, but like the gasp just had this beauty to it that I love, that I think is taken away from by giving them a chance to like process that they see each other. Before it was just the song just ends with her gasping. And then I don't know what they recast Hermes, which I think, I don't know, it was probably a decision they could make, but the new Hermes has such a unique voice that it's kind of difficult to, if you already know the original, to listen to, because he sounds fine, but it's so unique. You're just sitting there being like, who the fuck is this man? What are you doing? Here's my Hermes. I want my Hermes back. Give him to me. Which I guess isn't the best thing to do. But still. back my homies. That's like half the way. It's a really good musical. The songs are lovely and well written, and he did such a good job. And I love the tone and the vibe. Then they kept it as a tragedy, which is good. But I do think I'll go back and re-listen to it. I actually know that the gods have forgotten the song of their love. I think it's sweet. If I'm being honest. Oh, Trident, you vibrate. It's a child. Oh, the child has done so much damage. The child is going to murder me. Phil's Minecraft, help!